Hey guys, it's Cupcake and I'm coming to you with another video, hoping that my tripod, it's actually my husband's tripod, it doesn't really want to hold up my heavy phone, will stay put for this video. But I'm coming to you with another random video. I am going to color my hair. This is not really a tutorial, but I'll show you how I do it. And I did go to hair school. I graduated 16 years ago in 2005. I never took my boards. Like, doing hair was kind of a backup thing that my mom suggested I do. And I'm glad that I know how to do hair, but I never really wanted to be a hairdresser. I do enjoy like coloring hair and some haircuts, although I never mastered doing clipper cuts. I'm not good at them. But I do color my own hair almost all of the time. There's only been a few times in the last 16 years that I've gotten my hair done, coloring wise, professionally. I have cut my own hair, but normally if I'm going to get a haircut, I'll either have my husband trim it for me, or if I want like a big change, like if you go back to older videos, I had really short hair, then I will go to a hairdresser to get my hair cut. Anyway, so I will go ahead and show you what I'm using. I have this Ion Color Brilliance permanent gloss hair color in 1NN, which is intense black. I basically, before I had some color on my ends, and you can see like my lighter roots are starting to show. I'm actually naturally a blonde, but my hair has not been naturally blonde since I was in high school. So I have been dyeing my hair dark for a very long time. So I'm gonna use that, and I have level 10 volume developer, cream developer, the Salon Care. This is usually the brand that I buy from Sally's. I have my bowl and brush. I have some gloves. I usually just reuse the same gloves until I can't anymore. And it's very important that you use gloves when you're coloring your hair, because one, you don't want to get your cute nails all gross. Here are my nails right now. Ooh. I just have like glue-on nails, and I started using the Dollar Tree super glue because I watch a lot of Dollar Tree videos, like haul videos and stuff, and a lot of people were recommending using that instead of nail glue, and actually it works a lot better. And then I have these clear nails that came in a kit that I got for Christmas. It was like 10 bucks on Amazon. Anyway, and then I used a little makeup sponge that came in the kit to sponge on glitter nail polish, and that's how I got that look. And I did the same thing on my toes, although I didn't put like fake nails on my toes or anything. So yeah, you don't want to get your cute nails all messed up, and also you don't want to color your hands. I have definitely done that before, and that's not fun. So anyway, I have a comb because I'm going to comb my hair out. Sorry, it's looking crazy. I have a clip so that I can clip my hair up. I have another one that fell on the floor. And I'm going to take my earrings out because I don't want to get color on them. So in case you were wondering, this is what my gauged ears look like without earrings in them. So anyway, first I'm gonna comb through my hair. I like to freshen up my color every couple of weeks generally. So I'll use like half of a tube of color at a time because my hair is pretty thin, and yeah, I just like my color to be fresh. It makes me feel good. So that's what I normally do. Plus I have light roots, and because I put bleach on my ends, you can see that the dark is lightening up and you can see the light on my ends, and so that's why I'm refreshing my color. So what I will start with is doing the perimeter and my roots, and then I'll pull it onto my ends last. And I'm also going to color my eyebrows because that is something that I also do, and I will show you how I do that. So this is my tube of cream. I'm going to go ahead and use the rest of it probably. So that means that I'm buying cream hair color once a month, and this container, it's like $9. So $9 to color my hair. The developer will last me a couple months at least, so, but that's also not very expensive. So kind of roll this like a tube of toothpaste so that you can get all the color out of it and not waste it. That's what it looks like. And then I'm going to do equal parts of this, but I just eye it. I'm not saying that that's what you should do, but that's what I do. So I just make sure basically that it's saturized. Let's see if I can kind of, oh, spilling, uh-oh. That wasn't the most brilliant of ideas that I've ever had. Kind of a jackass sometimes. I got it on this little like tooth kit that I got my husband. So I just don't really want to move the tripod right now because I don't have a good setup for that yet. Maybe one day I will get a bigger tripod. So anyway, basically just know that I I covered it. I covered the hair stuff, the hair color, in what looks to be about equal parts developer. Now I'm mixing it up, and I have noticed that these don't mix together all that well, although that hasn't seemed to make a big difference in getting like in the results. I've used stuff that didn't like mix super well before, and it's fine because it's going to be like smoothed into my hair. Just kind of giving you a heads up. I've done it enough times that like I know if something's gonna work or not work, and generally the chemicals make it work even if it doesn't look perfect. But I am gonna mix it up as best as I can so that it's kind of cohesive. So it's not like it's still kind of grainy and not fully incorporated. Maybe it's because I'm not using the same brand of developer as I am color, but like I said, it still worked for me when I colored my hair before, so I'm not too worried about it. Anyway, now I'm going to put my gloves on, and this is supposed to sit for 20-30 minutes. Definitely if you're going darker, it's not like a huge deal in my experience to leave it on for longer, but you know, like if you're doing your own hair, do so at your own risk, obviously. Okay, so I've got some on my brush. I'm going to pull my hair back and start at my hairline. My hair has always been thin, but I feel like it gets more thin the longer it gets, which is usually why I don't grow it out, but I decided to grow it out and I've been enjoying it thus far. But, you know, I'm sure that I will cut it off again at some point. I also have a lot of breakage. You'll see these little baby hairs. I have a lot of breakage. And after having weight loss surgery, that also thinned my hair out. So, anyway. Basically, again, just following the hairline, and then I just kind of comb those wisps up, and you will see that I will get hair color on my scalp, and I don't really mind too much. Okay, to get the behind the ears, I just pull my ear down and just kind of do this by feel. Again, I've done this enough times that I kind of know by feel what I'm doing. Okay, so I've got that whole perimeter, and then I'm gonna lift my hair up and go up from the bottom. I definitely can tell that this isn't perfect, but I can kind of feel where the hair is, and so I'm just combing it up to get the bottom perimeter of my hair. Okay, now I'm going to do my roots, and as you can see, I just used the comb to just kind of make a line about where my part is. To me, it doesn't have to be perfect, especially because I'm doing one all over color. It's not like I'm doing highlights here. And I just go right over the middle. Okay, then I part it again. Take more color. And I'm just gonna keep doing that. This is where it's gonna be most noticeable, which is why I'm focusing it on this first, because this will be the part that has the color on it the longest. The trick to this is just making sure that all of your hair gets saturated with the color. And we're going to do some other things to make sure that that's the case. So you can already see the color like showing up on my forehead. Okay, so that's that side. Now we're gonna come over here and do this side. Since this is, oops, kind of messy, you want to make sure and clean up any spills right away, otherwise you're going to color your sink or whatever else, carpet, stuff like that. It's not preferable, so just be aware of that. Okay, so that's mostly good. Now I wiped off my brush so that I'm not like having color fly everywhere, and I'm making a part back here at my crown, and I'm going to do right there as well. Okay, now the rest of this is again kind of by feel. I'm separating the top layer of the back of my hair. I pulled half of it forward, and I'm just going over the roots there. Doing the same thing again, kind of using the tip of this comb, drawing a line across the back of my head and going over the roots. I'm just gonna keep doing this. If you have somebody to help you with this, great. But I just kind of like doing this myself. It's just kind of relaxing. To me, it's like a self-care thing because I always feel better after I color my hair. Okay, and that got to the bottom. So now my roots are all pretty good and saturated, and this is what I do next. I'm just going to show you. I paint some of it into my hands. I rub it in between my hands, and I smooth it over all of my hair. And then I kind of rub in the back with my fingers, almost like you're going to, like you're shampooing your hair. I'm working all of the color in to my roots, making sure that it's everywhere. Again, this can get messy, but I've just been doing it for so long. I'm gonna repeat the same thing. I'm not gonna waste any of the color. I'm gonna make sure that it's everywhere. Working it through to the ends. Put some on my ends. Because again, we just want to make sure that this is all saturated. Because we don't want to have spots where the color didn't get to. Oop, making a mess. Again, just clean up as you go, and hopefully you aren't as messy with this as I am. Okay. Once you feel like it's pretty good and saturated, you're gonna use a comb that you don't mind getting color on, and you're going to comb through the color. As you can see, it's giving me some resistance. This is gonna make sure even further that your color is evenly distributed. have to be careful about this part too, because you'll fling color onto your walls if you aren't careful. Obviously I got some knots in here. So I'm gonna apply some more color. It's almost like a conditioner, and it's gonna help me to hopefully better comb through these ends. This is obviously not a glamorous thing. I'm gonna do the back real quick. Okay. And I still have some hair color left. So because we combed out or combed down a lot of the color, I'm going to work some more into my roots. And again, sorry as always, like, I don't have really cute arms, but I have been working out, not so much this week. I did work out the last 2 days, but this week was a week of my period, and it was a very busy week at work. So I was exhausted and lazy, and I ate all the things. But I did work out the last 2 days, and didn't work out today. I'm not gonna work out tomorrow, but Tuesday I'll be working out. Tomorrow I have to be in the office, so I won't have time to work out before work. So again, just working this in. You want to make sure that it's pretty moist everywhere. Just working it in everywhere. Okay, that seems to be pretty good. Seems to be pretty much where I want it. So now I'm going to clip this out of the way, maybe, if I can not throw my clips on the floor. Alright, I'm going to take the hair out of my brush, or my comb. I'm going to wash my hands. I'm going to keep the gloves on, but I'm going to wash my hands and my comb, and then I'm going to clean up with a wipe the area on my skin with the color on it, and then I'm going to do my eyebrows. So I'm just taking a wipe. We use these rather than, or kind of like in conjunction with toilet paper. This is flushable wipes. So I make kind of cleanup for these kind of things really easy. So I like to clean up around my ears. See, I've been working out outside because I have a ton of freckles, which I don't hate. I do work out wearing a mask, but the sun hits me right under the eyes. My son and I have been going on like walks where we're incorporating jogging some of the time, and I've been taking little arm weights on the weekends, and then doing just like 25-30 minute exercise like videos on YouTube a couple times a week. Okay, so that's pretty good. And now how I do my eyebrows. I'm sorry, I've got mascara under my eyes. Clean that up first. Oh. Anyway, I'm going to, I dip the hair color, or the Q-tip in hair color, and I guess you can't really see, I'm just rubbing the Q-tip over my eyebrow hairs. Obviously, you don't want this dripping or whatever. You don't want to get it in your eyes. Apparently, I already got some hair color under my eyebrow. But it's going to start to look pretty funny in a few minutes as it processes. I do this last because I don't need it to be on there for very long. It's just gonna darken it, and it doesn't last as long as the hair color does on my actual hair on my head. But it will give me like maybe a week of darker brows. Okay. So I do that, and then when I go to wash it off, I just wash it off with face wash. And then you can take another Q-tip and go around to get the excess. Like I said, it's still always kind of looks funny right afterwards, but I'll show you once I wash it off. It looks okay. All right, so we're basically good. I have a tiny bit left, so I'll just use it up around the front of my hair. All right. Okay guys, so I'm back, and this is how the hair color turned out. I did not wash it, I just rinsed it really well. And then I put some of this bedhead small talk into wet hair and worked it all through and let it air dry most of the way. And then I just blow dried it upside down a little bit. So that's what it looks like. It's a lot darker and freshened up. Didn't do too bad. You can see a little bit at the roots, but nothing too crazy. And then my eyebrows are a bit darker than they were, so overall I'm pretty happy with this. I am going to just back comb my roots a little bit. And that's how I normally do it, in 3 sections. And then just do the back a little bit. Just kind of smooth it out with my fingers. And that's just my hair. I don't wear my hair down a whole lot. But when I do, it's usually just kind of something simple like this. Anyway, I am going to show you guys my kind of new makeup routine that I've been doing lately. It's just slightly different from what I was doing before, just as something like easy and something that I think is flattering, and especially because I have all these freckles right now. So I'm just gonna pull my hair back to do this. I wear my hair up a lot, not necessarily like half up. I usually wear it up a lot, or in like pigtails, or sometimes in braids under a beanie, ponytails. I just like to kind of mix it up. My hair is got some wave to it, so it just, when it dries, even though I comb it straight while it's wet, when it dries it is kind of wavy. So anyway, just gonna pull my makeup out here real quick. I have a couple of new products. I did get a new sponge just for foundation, but I have this. It's very similar to what I've been using, but this is like for skin clearing. Just gonna get my sponge a little bit wet, put some of this in like I normally do. My skin hasn't been like too bad, but this is, I usually buy our groceries online for pickup, and this is what they had available. So I figured I'd try it because sometimes my skin does break out a bit. I don't feel like this stuff is harsh or anything though. Like, see, I did get a little hair color there. So this part is essentially the same. I feel like this one might be a little bit lighter than the other one I was using. So, and you can still see my freckles through it, so I like that. Okay. Next, I'm going to take this blush brush and my Morphe 24A Artist Pass that looks like this because I've used it a lot. I'm going to use this one that you can see the pan in, and I'm going to kind of bring it over into this color. And I'm just going to go on the top of my cheekbones. See, it's just very subtle, but I like how it looks. And do a little on my nose and call it good. And if I feel like adding a bit of color, I might do like a touch of one of these bright colors just on the apples of my cheeks. But this is what I've been doing lately, just a little bit of that. And then taking my Morphe Nikita palette that looks like this. I'm gonna go into this color right here, just with my finger, and apply it on my inner corners. And I like to extend it out. And then under my eyebrow. Now, if I feel like it, I might add a bit of color to my lids, like this pink color. I just kind of do it in the middle of my eyelid with my fingers. Then I might take like this bright pink and kind of gently dot it on. Because I'm very light skinned and I have pink undertones in my skin, this kind of works. And I feel like if you can do this with colors that that are similar to your skin tone, and just kind of do a very light but makeup look that still gives you a bit of a, you know, a bang for your buck. I'm gonna take this again and just kind of go over my whole eyelid. So I've got like a super simple but bright enough and cute look. And then I have this new mascara. This is the Maybelline Temptation, and I'm gonna go ahead and apply that. I do like this mascara. I like how buildable it is. So yeah, that has been my like go-to simple makeup look. I think it took me all of like 5 minutes to do, maybe a little longer because I was showing you guys. But yeah, that's my simple makeup look lately. Haven't really been wearing a lot on my lips since I'm always wearing a mask when I'm out and about. So yeah, and sometimes wearing your hair up, at least for me, gives you a little bit more body. So anyway, I hope you guys are doing well, and hopefully this was interesting or informative. And I'll talk to you soon.